Alright everyone, it is that time of the week. We are entering a brand new week in Grand Cross Global, and I wanted to continue my trend where I spend a video going through all the important stuff that you guys want to do before the end of this week, which is going to be September 15th. This is the only video series that I have on the channel where you guys can look forward to it every single Tuesday when a new week comes out. I know a lot of you guys have been enjoying these videos so far, so if you guys like them and you want me to continue this as a video series in the future, feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, let me know somehow, and I will continue to do these videos every single week on Tuesday. So let's get into all the important stuff that you guys want to get done before September 15th. So let's start off here with the really quick one, and that is just opening up your new Week 2 half anniversary box. Here are the codes to the old ones if you guys still haven't opened it up, but the code to the new one is Assassin. Now, speaking of half anniversary, let's talk about all of the half anniversary stuff because this is really going to comprise a lot of the video. We've got a lot of half anniversary events still going on, so I want to go through all the important stuff that you guys want to make sure to have done by the end of this week, because there are still a couple of the half anniversary things which you have a little bit longer on, but most of the stuff is going to be consisting of this part 1 half anniversary, and you can see that it is indeed going to end on the 15th. So number 1 here, very importantly, this has got to be at the top of the list, is if you guys have not yet completed your missions for your free copy of Fraudrin, make sure that you guys do so. You'll have until the 15th to do that. Now, the next one here is the bingo event. If you guys still have not completed the bingo event, I know a lot of people in the Discord, for example, people that I know, we've all been completing it in the last couple of days, but you still have another full week in order to do this. This bingo was a bit different because we ended up getting a lot more of the selector numbers compared to the random draw numbers. So if you guys have been smart and not using too many of the selector numbers up until this point, you should be getting very close, if not already done with the bingo event. So hopefully in the next few days, those of you guys who haven't finished it will be able to do so. Next up here is the dungeon that you can go through every single day and get a bunch of goodies for free. Make sure that you guys are doing this. It's just in the SP dungeon right here at the very top, half anniversary, and you just end up getting some stuff like some books. I think you get a stamina potion and little things. It only costs 1 stamina. It only takes a few seconds to go through, so might as well add that to your list of things to do each day. Next up here is actually the Diamond Perks event. So this has been going on for a week now. We've got 1 week left to go. You guys do not have to use gems on the Lost Fame Meliodas for this. You can use the gems for the Diamond Perks event on whatever you want. You could use them on another banner. You could use them on costumes. But if you want to end up getting rewards from this, you do have to end up spending a total of 600 gems before this ends on the 15th. So something to be mindful of right there. Next up here is the Training Cave Spontaneous Missions. So if you guys are in progress of a current key for Training Cave, you guys want to try to time this if you can so that you actually end up completing one of your Training Caves before the 15th, because you do end up getting some extra rewards from that. Alright, next up is another really simple one. This one's actually going to be going on for even a little while after the 15th, but it's part of this list of half anniversary stuff, and all you got to do is just click a single button, and that is the social media sharing event. You don't even actually have to go to any social media websites. All you got to do is click the share button, and that's it. That's going to give you a free eyeball dungeon key every single day while this is active. Next up is the double rewards for deathmatch events. This is still going on. It is one of the events currently active for the half anniversary. So, this is a great time to not only make sure that you guys are doing your daily clears of your boss battle death matches, but if you guys have any foods as well that's going to increase your drop rate, because we already have an event that doubles your drop rate, using a food which doubles it again is actually going to give you quadruple drops. So it's a great time in order to use that. Now, next up is we do have 0% chance to fail still active on hammers. So if you guys are working on any of your equipment, now is not a bad time to use hammers. Now, hammers don't usually end up failing too much, but when they do, it really sucks because of how difficult hammers are to get. Alright, next up is the Gear Gacha, and we actually still have another week left of double pulls from the SSR pool. Now, this doesn't just include SSRs themselves, it also includes double the chances to get those 5-star Awakening Stones, and double chances to get hammers as well. So everything in the SSR pool is no longer 4% chance, it is now an 8% chance. So a fantastic opportunity to spend gold here. But we have the holy grail of Gear Gacha events going, because not only do we have that, but we also have a salvage event that is active at the same time as well. And this combination of 2 events is just for the next week only, and honestly, it might never happen again. So this is a fantastic time to spend some time and gold doing pulls in the gear gacha, taking your SSRs to at least +1, maybe even +5 if you really need awakening stones, salvaging them, and really just getting as much out of this as you possibly can. So that's pretty much everything related to the half anniversary events, at least the stuff that ends on the 15th. There might still be some other stuff, but there's a few things that we still have until the 29th for. Now we want to talk about, we are entering a half stamina week. Now, those of you guys who've been playing the game for a while, or those of you guys who have watched the videos for a while, you know that we go back and forth between a rotation. One week we have half stamina week, then the other week we have an off week where we do not have half stamina events. And this week we are just entering our half stamina week, which means that we are right now in the middle of half stamina for boss battles. But the thing is, though, is we have the Awakened Lily event still going on right now, and debatably, that might be a better opportunity for a lot of you guys to actually continue to farm rather than the half stamina events that we have going on. I'll talk a little bit more about this because the answer to that is going to depend a little bit at what point that you're at in the game. But if you really need something in specific from the boss battles, but really more specifically like the free quests, where you can actually go through and farm very specific sets of gear by doing these repeatable quests, definitely make sure to be aware of that and take advantage of it. It's totally okay to take a break from the Awakened Lily event, especially if you need something very specific, like a certain gear set that you are really not going to have a very high chance of getting, like from the gear gacha, unless you do a ton of pulls. Not bad to go through and do a few runs of that, considering they only end up costing 5 stamina per run when the half stamina for free quest is active. But the really big one, though, is the Fort Solgris and book farming. So just going through the rotation here, it is Tuesday. We still have a couple of days left, about 2 days on the boss battles. Then we have 2 days, which is going to end up being Thursday and Friday, where we have half stamina for free quests. That's when you want to farm your gear if you need it, those specific sets. And then, of course, we have the half stamina for Fort Solgris and book farming, and that's going to be on the weekend, so Saturday and Sunday. Now, with the Awakened Lily event that is still active, and with the upcoming half stamina for book farming, I know a lot of people are going to be torn between which one to farm. And I will say, especially if you guys are free to play, low spender, or you just do not have a lot of stamina potions, you definitely still want to go and be doing your regular book farming. It's actually technically more gold per stamina potion, but it's also just going to consume a lot less stamina potions than Awakened Lilia. Awakened Lilia really does eat up those potions like crazy. Now, if you guys are a spender, you just have an insane amount of stamina potions, or you just want to go for as much gold per hour and not really gold per stamina, then you can stick to Awakened Lilia. It really is up to you, but there's definitely pros and cons to both of them, and there's not really one in particular where it's like you have to farm this one and you want to avoid the other one. So be mindful that we are in a half stamina week, though. Next up is the Awakened Lily event, but actually it's not the boss stages, it is the deathmatch stage. So the Valenti, the Easton, the Mono, and be mindful that they did indeed add some new stuff to the exchange shop here because of Mono. So you'll now be able to end up getting these drops right here from the bosses, but also we have 1 week left on the event exchange shop. So those of you guys who are still working on clearing this out, you want to be mindful of that time frame. Keep in mind how many drops that you're getting per run, per day. Are you going to be able to fully clear it? Make sure that you guys can get all that sort of stuff done, and just keep in mind that there is 1 week left going on this event here. So all right, next up here is going to be the battle events here at the top. We are entering a new week, so these are different now, and we have a set of 2 of them that is a 1 week timer on both of these right here. So sometimes they last for 2 weeks, sometimes they last for less. This one is only a 1 week battle event series. So you have the Hawk's Baby Book and you have the Jericho Has No Tact. Make sure that you guys, especially the one that has a daily limit, make sure that you guys start working on this soon. If you don't start working on it until later on in the week, you might not be able to end up getting all of the achievements in order to end up getting those gems, because when you do fill up that achievement bar, you will get a couple of gems from these both as well. So just make sure that you go through, start working on these achievements. The one that does not have a daily count, you can kind of clear all at once if you want to, but we do have a new set of those going on right there. Next up is the Hawk Pass. Because we are in a new week, week 2 did open up for the Hawk Pass, so whether you guys have the free version, whether you have the paid version, you want to be working on these missions right here. Try to get as many of them done before the end of the week as you can, especially if you are, of course, going for those max rewards. There is still another week, though. I believe this is the first Hawk Pass that we've had in a little while where it's been a 3-week one instead of a 2-week one, so keep in mind it's not over at the end of this week. There is still one more week to go. Next up here is my little reminder I like to always throw into all these videos because it is super easy to accidentally forget about this, and that is the growth events. This one doesn't actually end on the 15th. You do have a little bit longer to go, another week on this, but you don't usually end up going to this window very often. So if you guys still haven't cleared it, just a little reminder to make sure to go through it as soon as you can. There's a lot of really good rewards from this one, and we'll be getting another one in a couple weeks. And the very last thing I want to end off the video on is just a quick note. If you guys are a spending player, just be mindful of all of the bundles and stuff that is ending. You know, like there's a bunch of half anniversary stuff that's going to be ending sometime soon. And also all the costume stuff. That's probably the more important one. We got a lot of costume sets right now, and it's kind of whale heaven actually for costumes, but they all have their own separate timers. So if you guys are somebody who you're involved in that aspect of the game, you definitely want to be aware of all this stuff. You can see that's got 2 weeks left. Then we've got this set right here, which has this is the Lost Fade one, which has 1 week. This one right here, the second return of popular costumes, has 1 week. Next one here, Gentleman's Dignity, has 1 week, and the last one, the Temptation set for Lilia, also has 1 week. So just be mindful of all these timers, but oh boy, I have thrown a ton of info at you guys in this video. So I think that's going to be about it for this week. I really hope that you guys enjoy. I hope that you guys enjoy this video series, and if you guys do and you want more of these in the future, definitely feel free to let me know by leaving a quick like. It really does help out. It helps out the YouTube algorithm as well, so thank you so much to all of you guys who decided to do that. But also consider subscribing to the channel for notifications of more videos like this in the future. And of course, there should also be some more videos popping up on the screen right about now as well, or in the suggested videos to your right or below. Feel free to check them out. More guides, tutorials, and fun videos just like this on the channel. But if not, until next time, have a fantastic day, everyone. Take care, and until next time, this is Salt of the Salty Guild, signing out.